For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Football Team. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Jones eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Gregory. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Looking to throw. Watkins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be... And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Jones forced out to his left. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins buying time to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run the counter. Barkley up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Watkins. He's got it to Gibson, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Adoree Jackson on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 38, Jones rolling to his right. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, 34 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw on second down, Watkins steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Watkins dancing to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And all the way down to the 29.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, it's Gregory. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4, now 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Watkins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Watkins forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 30 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Gregory. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Keep it on the ground. Gregory. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, Watkins going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a... Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On first down, Watkins. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Watkins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Watkins escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
To throw is Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.